So I can't believe that I made a video today. At least I had thought I had made a video today of my journey so far, being on the 8th day of eating one meal a day. I had a real boost. I had a picture. I took a picture of myself in the same dress that I wore last month to a wedding. And I couldn't believe, a friend of mine, she put the two pictures together. At the time I couldn't see, I was tired and I couldn't truly see the differences. I was tired, I needed to go to bed. It was way past my bedtime. But when I saw the picture this morning, when I looked at it, and I really couldn't believe the changes in a week. I know the picture was taken before, the previous picture was taken a month before, but the changes just started happening last week when I made this change in my diet, my carnivore diet. I've been carnivore for 14 months. My name is Amanda, by the way. Happy to be here today. I decided, after listening for a long time to people, influencers on YouTube that I really enjoy, I really like, I have a lot of respect for, I've learned so much from. But every time the subject of one meal a day would come around, it was like, I am never doing that. Like, why would you do that? I'm an idiot. I was afraid. I was really afraid. Being a food addict, being a carb addict, a sugar addict, always having had my emotions nourished by food, by binging, never puking. I always told myself, if I can't do the time, I'm not doing the crime of, stuffing myself full of this food. That was one promise I made to myself. I'm going to eat this, it's staying in, unless it comes out naturally, but I'm not forcing it out. So, yesterday was a difficult day. My husband had a very bad day yesterday. I don't know, was it a medication reaction? I don't know what happened yesterday. One minute he was great, the next minute he was awful, telling me to go back to Ireland. And I have a split shift, so when I went back to my evening shift, didn't know what I was going to come back to, and I came back to more of the same. I had a Zoom meeting, which was excellent. We had a coach on talking about the different neurological goings on and food and how it affects us. Excuse this bus coming in here. She had to beep. It was excellent. Our brains are on overload with stress we were never ever designed to have in our lives. And yet we have so much stress. So it's amazing that we are coping with what we're coping with. It's amazing how we're doing. My sleep last night, sleep is as important as what you eat. And my sleep, when I went to sleep, I was conscious of the fact that anything could happen. So I was hyper vigilant when I went to sleep, sadly. I try as much as I can to quell that as best I can, with prayer, with reading, sewing videos on YouTube calm me down, just take me out of my head. But I fell asleep easy enough, but my husband was, up and around and very confused last night, so that was difficult. That's, of course you're hyper vigilant for things like that. And the poor fella, he can't help it, he's got no control at the moment of what goes through his mind, and he's afraid, he's struggling. But I'll tell you what, and I said it yesterday, I am amazed at how much less reactive I am to him, of how much less personal I'm taking it all, because I was taking it very personal. That's because I'm so traumatized within myself, so sick within myself. And the food is giving me healing. The way I'm eating is allowing my body recovery time that it wouldn't have if it was being interrupted to take on board another meal, another food, whether it's, indigestion afterwards or whatever. I have a little spot here because it's also my time of the month, which comes back to what happened when I got on the scales this morning. Not a lot, stayed the same. But I'm day 2 into my cycle. A regular cycle. I'm 52 years old. It's not going anywhere. My OBGYN told me, you can have babies if you want for the next few years. What a crazy thing to say to a 52-year-old woman, that's great. I was 51 at the time, he told me. No, but that's okay. I don't want any more babies. I have 2 buttes that I love. So, what am I learning? I'm learning I don't have to eat. I don't have to eat all the time, all day, every day. Which carnivores really help me turn off that food noise. Carnivores really help me to not feel hungry. I never. And here's the thing about about this one meal a day. I was terrified. When I tell you I was terrified, and I am sane. I am, of course I am sane. I'm a very strong-willed person. So the reason I was afraid, I talked myself into this rationalization that, hey, listen, we have a good thing going on. You're on this carnivore diet. You eat twice a day. I never feel my diet is restrictive in any way because I'm always completely satisfied with my meals. But more often than not, when I go to sit down for my second meal, I am not at all hungry. Haven't been. And I still manage to talk myself into worrying about starving myself to death, or starving to the point that I would make a stupid, careless decision which would bring all the food noise back again and put me on a road to disaster. It's crazy. So today I made an omelette, a 3-egg omelette with it was some lime, some kind of green stuff seasoning. It's probably full of bad stuff. But I put that into the egg mixture, blended it up till it was fluffy. I had half a tablespoon of butter in the pan. Nicely bubbling. And then I put in the egg mixture and it was delicious. Oh my gosh. On top of that, I put a half a pound of ground beef with some taco seasoning. And I did add butter to the ground beef because I needed my husband, whose appetite is very small these days. Very, very small. He's not eating a lot, really. So I wanted to get the fat into him. So he had the same as me. So we had, I think I put 4 tablespoons of butter into a pound of ground beef and fried that up. And then I put in a packet of taco seasoning mix. So I put that in the omelette, and I put a big dollop each of sour cream on top of that with some cheese. I put some cheese, of course, inside the omelette. People are frightening me. Inside the omelette, and we are good to go now till tomorrow. It was absolutely amazing. Our coach last night, she told us we need to celebrate more, and we do. We do need to celebrate more, because us lot out here, we're amazing. People living today in 2026, managing families, managing incomes, we are amazing. The stress levels that we are living under, that we were never designed, as I said before, we're never designed to have this stress in our lives, and yet here we are, and we're making it, and we're keeping faith. So I'm not a doctor. I meant to say this in the beginning. I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice. This is my journey. And I want to share with you all what my journey has been like. And if you get something from that, I hope you do. If you do decide to make changes to your lifestyle, please talk to your doctor. I talk to my doctors all the time. My doctors are my husband's doctors as well. We both see the same consultants, cardiologist, nurse practitioner. So I'm always talking to them, and they know full well what diet we're doing. And I have, my annual is in a couple of days. I have to check the calendar. It's March anyway, and I have a lot of appointments for my husband in March. So here we go. It's 8-day, no weight lost, but don't forget I'm on day 2 of my cycle. Didn't expect that, but I feel great. Yes, I had cramps, in case you're interested. I didn't take anything for those. I just did some exercise yesterday, but we're nailing this. We really are. This was a good idea. This was very needed for me. I'm very happy, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Bye bye. Take care.